Hello, everybody. What's up? What's going on? And welcome to the 77th episode of Raptors 1. Man, I don't even know where to begin. I know a lot's happened, and when I say a lot has happened since the last time I posted a video, if you weren't paying attention to social media or even watching the games for whatever weird reason, the Raptors have picked up Will Barton. And I thought it was a pretty, I would say, again, in my opinion, and I know that, Will Barton is a good perimeter shooter, but I feel like this is like a quick fix, band-aid solution to the depth in our bench. So, not a bad pickup. I'm not gonna get too excited just yet. We'll wait and see what happens. I'm gonna give him 10 games, but I also do realize there isn't very much games left in the season. But hey, it's better to peak come play-in tournament. At this time, I can't even say playoffs anymore. And this is why I'm saying play-in and not playoffs, because of how we played against the Wizards the last time around. I was super cheesed with that performance. Like, you could tell just like from the tip all the way till the end of the game, you can tell that Washington just wanted it more. And I understand that Washington has more to lose when in comparison to the Raptors, just because of their placing in the play-in tournament. Because right now the Washington Wizards are placed at the 10th spot, Raptors placed in the 9th. And I think there might be like a game or a game and a half apart from each other or something like that. I think, no, it's definitely got to be more than a game and a half apart. But again, below Washington is the Chicago Bulls, and they're also kind of knocking at the door. So they got to solidify a position, at the very least, in the play-in tournament. And that's what they're playing for. And you can tell that they were playing with a sense of urgency, with that desperation, with that hunger that I've been preaching since I started this channel. The Raptors, however, they had a little bit of a lackluster performance. I gotta say, they did not. I'm not gonna say that all the players did not have the compete level. They just looked lethargic, or maybe they just underestimated the Washington Wizards. I don't know what the case is, but I really hope that that game served as a wake-up call, because it's about time. They need to wake up, man. I mean, come on, how much more do they need to wake up? It's almost the end of the season. You got to solidify a play-in tournament spot at the very least. It's not given to you now. You're not necessarily 9th for sure. You're not necessarily going to be 8th or 7th for sure. You're definitely, the way you've been playing, I mean, you may not necessarily guaranteed a 6th playoff spot. You need to win pretty much every game to get that 6th spot at this point and to really solidify it. But at this moment, you're just playing for a spot in the play-in tournament. So coming back to the game of the Washington Wizards, you can tell just by how I am, how I feel. I just couldn't make that video as soon as I had seen that game, because I was just super cheesed by the performance and the effort of some players. My goodness. Okay, let's start off with Scotty Barnes. If y'all know, ever since I started this channel, I've been bigging up Scotty Barnes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead, check out my channel, hit that thumbs up button if you like the content, and of course, hit that subscribe button to check out my other content, and you will see, since day one, I've been bigging up Scotty Barnes. And of course, if you want to hit the comment section, you're more than welcome. Scotty Barnes. Okay, now, he struggled this game, and I can tell he was trying, and it was just not happening. Now, I do realize that the broadcasters have this nickname for him. It's called Fourth Quarter B. Honestly, at first I thought it was hilarious, but I also think it could be like, Fourth Quarter B. It kind of reminds me of this word that rhymes with itch. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't want that Fourth Quarter B. I need a all quarters B. More like I need Rookie of the Year B. So let's just say we want Roy B to be playing right now. We're not even saying sophomore B, who was supposed to be taking a step over the Roy B. We just want the Roy B to come back. But I get it. I know he's trying some new things. He's trying to expand his game. And unfortunately, when you want to start adding to your repertoire that you didn't have before, your game will have to take a little step back. And I understand that. But I'm still holding him accountable for the performance that he had against Washington. So, Scotty Barnes, I mean, if you even look at his stats, you could argue he had a decent stat line. But again, it wasn't enough to win the game. And if you're always looking to the fourth quarter to be peaking, my homie, you need to be in the play-in tournament. How much more of an incentive do you need? You don't need the fourth quarter anymore to come alive. You need to think first quarter is the fourth quarter all through till the end of the season. Otherwise, you ain't making the play-in tournament. And mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching this, I am saying we need Scotty Barnes to have some success in the playoffs. Without Scotty, we're not having that success in the playoffs. You've seen it in the last playoff when we played against the 76ers. You've seen it. Oh, by the way, my nickname for Scotty Barnes, and I'm going to copyright this, copyright, patented, whatever the case may be. This is as official as I can get with this copyright. I was thinking of a nickname for Scotty Barnes as Scotty No Look Barnes. That's right, Scotty No Look Barnes. Now you might be thinking, well, why does he have that? Why is he saying No Look Barnes? Well, if you've seen his game and if you've seen most of his passes, especially in transition, he tends to do one of these like no looks. Like he knows where he's gonna pass. Hell, even we know where he's going to pass. I'm pretty sure when he has that fast break, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, whatever the case may be, I'm sure even the defender knows where he's going to pass. But he likes to be flashy with those no-looks. And not just in the fast break. It just happens to mostly be in the fast break. Sometimes, I want to say like 70% of his passes are no-looks. Hence why, Scotty No-Look Barnes. That's right. It sounds good, don't it? Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of that nickname, Scotty No Look Barnes. The next person I want to hold accountable, Fred VanVleet, man. I mean, you know, again, you look at the stat line, you see he played 39 minutes. And why I'm holding him accountable, I get it. He's got a third daughter or a son, I don't know, a third baby on the way. Let's just say baby. I think it's a daughter. And I get it, you know, sleepless nights gonna happen, you know, and that does kind of affect your performance. Trust me, when I had my two little kids, the first few months were just, you know, forget about sleep. And I was almost like a walking zombie. Now this is Fred playing in, you know, high intensity professional NBA games. So I get it. But my man, you realize you need to stop shooting those 3-pointers when you realize, oh, okay, you know what? I'm 1 for 6 now. I think I need to attack the rim or maybe create some opportunities for my teammates. Bro, you went 2 for 11. 2 for 11. That is pedestrian. My goodness. I understand that shooters shoot and sometimes you just need to shoot yourself out of the funk. But bro, the play-in tournament spot's on the line here. And I think y'all are trying to make that play-in tournament. Especially if there's a likelihood that you will be playing in the first round against Washington for that 8th spot. Bro, 2 for 11. Oh, my goodness. That was bad. That was bad. I really, you know what? From now on, I say, Fred, if you go even 1 for 5, take the hint. Just say, I think I need to try something else. Now, we got the next person I want to hold accountable, Precious. You know, Precious, he's been a little off lately, and I think he's been off especially since we acquired Jakob Poeltl. And I get it, you know, like he was our center right up until Jakob came in the picture, and of course Jakob played his way into the starting roster. I mean, Jakob's been playing out of his mind. And with Precious, he kind of feels like he's lost in the mix now. And it's not just him. I hold the coach accountable too, because he's trying to find lineups where Precious can thrive, where Precious can just be Precious without any pressure. But I mean, I think Precious needs to figure it out sooner rather than later. You notice how many times I've said we're fighting for that play-in tournament spot, right? We got someone to play for. We got someone to prove. The sad part about this roster is that this roster has very talented players. If they can figure out how to work together, this roster is definitely, we should be like, to be honest, a sixth seed in the playoffs. That's what our record could have been based on the personnel we have. And I get it, we had injuries too, but so does the other teams too. Finally, Gary Buckets. I'm going to hold him accountable. Gary Buckets. Was he even playing in that last game? I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell. And that's the sad part, because you're known as Gary Buckets. You need to produce the buckets. That's what your job is. And I get it. Every now and then you fall into that funk. You got to figure it out, man. You got to figure other ways out. You can't just keep jacking up threes, maybe hitting those bunnies, those jump shots, those floaters. No, attack the rim, man. Get to the foul line. Figure it out. We need you more than ever now. This is play-in tournament that we're fighting for. You guys notice this common theme of this video? Fighting for a play-in tournament spot here. Not even guarantee. It's a fight. You got to fight. And Washington had that fight. We did not have that fight. We did not have that sense of urgency. The Raptors are going to take on the Washington Wizards tonight, and I really hope they bring that hunger, they bring that fight, and really send a message to Washington saying, you did not win last time. We lost. But this time, we winning and you losing. That's all I got for today, folks. Again, if you like the content, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you want to check out more of my content, hit that subscribe button. And of course, you want to share your opinions, thoughts, but keeping it respectable. Of course, hit that comment section. Until next time, I'm out.